Hello everyone and welcome back to the Fishing with Matt channel. So today we're going to be doing another video on the hydrus, and today we're going to be putting some more Railblaza rib ports on. So we've already got 4 in the boat that came standard, and we're going to be putting an extra 2 on right at the back down here on each side there. So yeah, I'm going to go through how we do it and show you all the techniques you want to use if you're going to do this sort of thing yourself. So yeah, stay tuned, enjoy, do drop a sub and a comment and a like as well on the video if you do enjoy the video, and yeah, let's get into it. So I'm joined by the daughter, so you might hear her in the background a little bit. But yeah, we're going to be putting 2 more rib ports on. As you can see, the boat, it came standard with 4. So there's one there at the front, one over there, another one behind the daughter, another one here. And we're planning on putting one here, I've got it marked up, and then one over here as well. So we started by marking it up already. What you want to do is measure it all up, and then we're going to get onto the taping. So in the past, I've used the masking tape, and for this one, I found it easier if you use Gorilla tape, something like that. It's a bit more easy to stick down to the surface. So what we're going to do is we've got the outline here of the rib port, and we're just going to try and get as close as we can into the middle of the line, because that's where we need to be. So you get a straight line there and stick it down. I've already pre-cut these bits off, so we'll go around with these to stick to the flat edges, and then around the corner we will use a bit of masking tape instead. But for the main bit like this, it's just easier if you use Gorilla tape. So yeah, hopefully you can see there, we've masked it all off like that. And then next what we're going to do is get the masking tape and mask around these corners, make sure it's nice and neat so we don't get any excess glue seepage. So there we go, we've got the corners all masked off, and if you take that, then it fits pretty well in there, and that's going to stop over gluing and stuff like that. So yeah, glue seepage all around the edges. So yeah, try and get that as tight as you can around there, and that looks pretty decent to me. So yeah, we'll go over and get the other one done. All right then, so we got both sides masked up. So I went round twice. So what I did is I did it the first time, then I put the rib port back on there, and then went round with a pen around just to see if any excess spots that I'd missed, and there were a few. So what I've done is I've gone back over, you can see where there's a bit of excess marker there. I've gone back over there again and made sure there won't be a load of excess glue on the outside. So what we're going to do next is we are going to prep the surface with a bit of this like Scotch powder they give you for the sandpaper to make the sides more abrasive, stick better, and then we're going to clean it with the clean wipes that come with it as well. So that's very nice. So if people wondering, this is what comes in the Railblaza port kit. This is a rib port one. You can buy many different types of them, but we got the rib ports because these are all the ones on my boat. So it comes with all the instructions on it. They may be wrong or right depending on how you're going to apply this. So yeah, it comes with a rib port, and it comes with a 3M pad that you can use, which is glue. So you can use that to stick it to like the transom. That'd be good for doing that sort of thing, stick to a transom or to a fiberglass boat. Then the kit, as I said, you get a saturated alcohol pad. So that's going to be good. We've got 2 of them per kit. And then we've got a scary little sponge, bit of sponge we're going to use to rough up the surface on this side and on this side as well. Right then, so I don't have too much faith in this. I might get my own sandpaper, but let's have a look what it does. Yeah, so it's definitely making the surface a more matte finish rather than shiny as it is. So I guess it is working, but you definitely won't get more than one use out of it, I don't think, because it is sort of disintegrating. But as you can see, we are getting a matte finish all over, which is what you want. Shows that it's roughing up the surface. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to rough up the surface on this side on the boat, and as well we're going to rough this side up as well. I am going to go get some sandpaper because this isn't going to be roughing it up enough, I don't think. So it's worth mentioning that if you're going to be doing this yourself on your own boat, that you want to be doing it on a spot where it's not going to be on a fold on the boat when you're packing it up. So for example, along here there's a fold here when you push the bit that in. So yeah, you want to be careful where you're putting it. But during my ownership of this boat, I doubt that it's going to get packed down, to be honest. As I've got it trailered, it just makes it so easy for me to pack away at the end of a session and stuff like that, basically. But yeah, we got some nice 80 grit sandpaper here, so we're just scuffing up the surface. Want to be doing it in all sorts of directions, just to make sure you get a nice rough area to adhere to. So worth mentioning as well, I'm doing this in the sun. It's really hot and sunny at the moment, so that's softening up this plastic here, which is a good thing because you need to do that anyway. So as you can see, this plastic is really soft at the moment, which is going to help with sticking it on. But yeah, we're going to keep on doing this, and then we'll clean the area up and we'll get to mixing and gluing. If you made it this far into the video, then I thoroughly appreciate it, so thank you for that. It's worth noting that if you are interested in other SIB accessory related videos, then I did do one posted before this where we removed a grab handle here. That was blocking the oar lock here, so you couldn't row at all. You couldn't get past this point without bashing into there. Which made it really dangerous, so that's why I removed that. Obviously you can see there is still a bit of glue left over, but over time that will fade and come off. And then as well, another interesting video for everyone that does SIB sort of stuff, we put a new grab handle on as well, which has been holding up very nicely, and I'm happy about that. So yeah, if you're interested in those videos, I'll put the link to them in the description. So I'm going to be using a hairdryer to be blowing off the dust and stuff before wiping it down with the alcohol pads. So yeah, it'd be better if you have a compressed air gun, but I don't have one, so we're just going to be using the hairdryer. Lovely job. So hopefully you can see the difference between there and there. This one is a lot more matte compared to the shiny finish here. So we've got the isopropyl alcohol pad here, and what we're going to do, we've got 4 of these because I've got 2 kits obviously for the rib ports. Just going to unfold that, and this is just pure alcohol on a pad, and this is to get any grease or oils off the surface. As well, it will take dust and stuff like that off. So yeah, we're just going to clean the surface. As you can see, there's loads of dirt and dust coming up on there. Gonna clean it like that. We've got 4 of these, so we've got 1 for each of the bits we sanded, and then 1 for each rib port as well, which is very nice. Interested in where you can get these products from, the rib port and indeed the glue that we are using today, you can find it at the Inflatable Boat fishing shop. The link will also be in the description. It's the same place as I said where I bought the boat, so yeah, it made fit using them. I'm sure there are, I know there are other places where these are cheaper. You can get the Railblaza ports off of places like Amazon, and there are other shops online that are a little bit cheaper here and there. But yeah, if you do it in bulk, or if you're buying the boat from Inflatable Boat Fishing, you may as well get it from there as well. So yeah, we'll get on to mixing the glue and we'll get these applied. Very nice. So before we start gluing, the plan of action is to put 2 layers of glue on the boat and probably 2 layers on the pad as well. You let them both dry, and then it's the same thing as in the video doing the bow handle. You let them dry, and when you get the heat gun or the hairdryer, heat the glue back up and then stick them together, and that's job's a good un. So the exact mix for these is about 20:1. So I think you can use probably 2 sticks of glue for 1 glass of the hardener. This glue as well, you can just use it on its own, but it won't harden as quickly. So with this stuff, it literally glues in a minute or 2. So yeah, we'll get it all mixed up, get the final bits of prep done, and yeah, get the glue and get these on. So I'm going to be doing each side one at a time. So I think we'll probably, don't know, we might be able to do both of them with just 1 tub of glue, 1 tube of glue. But we're just going to put an entire tube of glue in here, and then about half of the hardener as well. And you want to be obviously careful, you don't want to get this all spilled over your boat, so just be careful when doing this. You don't want to get it on yourself as well, so you should be wearing gloves really, but it is what it is. The hardener has gone hard, there you go. Cool, right, so we'll get some hardener in there. If you're going to be doing this and you want to be using a paintbrush you don't love, because you're not going to be seeing it again unless you put it in some sort of chemical that I don't have. So yeah, we're going to get this mixed up quickly because your time's limited once you've done that. You literally don't have a lot of time, so yeah, mix it all up, and you want to be getting a nice thin even layer all over the surface. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this one, and then we'll go straight over to the other one. So we've got one nice even layer over the entire area, and because it's sunny, it's drying pretty quickly. So there you go, you got that one done. We're going to head straight over to here and whack a layer on here as well. So yeah, these are clean surfaces. We've had the isopropyl alcohol on there, so that gets rid of any grease. which allows these to stick a lot better. We've done that on both sides, so that's all good. So yeah, there's the first layer on there. We'll get the Railblaza ports as well. Obviously, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that there's not a lot of dust around, so doing it outside in the ventilated area is a good spot. You can do it inside, I guess, but you're risking dust and stuff. Obviously, the odd spot of dust isn't going to make much of a difference, but just make sure you're doing it in a well-ventilated area, and you're just being careful, basically. So yeah, I think you can go all over that as well. Plane going above, happy days. So there's a layer on there, and we should be able to get one last layer onto the other rib port as well. Make sure it's nice and even, as I said. And then we're going to let this dry for a couple of minutes, and then we'll mix up that other tube of glue. You're going to want to, if you're doing it outside in the heat, you're going to want to hide your paintbrush, because otherwise it will get nice and sticky and be messed up. You'll be able to use it again. But yeah, to be fair, it looks like we're going to be able to get the second lot in already, because that glue is already pretty dry. So yeah, we're going to get that second tube of glue and sort it out as quickly as possible. I got stick to there? That's all right, cool. Let's get this going. Just checking there we actually are recording, and we are, which is good news. Right then, glue and some hardener. As I said, this is literally drying within like 2 minutes, so you've got to be quick on the ball. Mix it up, make sure it's nice and properly mixed, and we'll go in for round 2. Nice thin, even coat all over. There we go, lovely job. Then we're going to let this dry for 5 or 10 minutes. Even though it's drying pretty quickly, we'll come back with the heat gun or hair dryer, and we will apply the Railblaza ports. Obviously, you've got to take off that masking tape as well, otherwise you'll get that stuck underneath the actual rib port, which is never a good thing. So yeah, make sure you do that, otherwise you're not going to be in for a fun ride. All coming together nicely. Last bit of glue. I think we're going to make it all right. There should be enough in there on the paintbrush. Yeah, definitely enough on the paintbrush. So yeah, this paintbrush is ruined unless you put it in some sort of MEK or isopropyl alcohol, something like that. But it's a cheap paintbrush, so I'm just going to throw it away straight away. So we're going to let these dry in the sun for a bit. Take the masking tape off in a minute on camera, and we'll get these applied. Very nice. Alright, so it's been about 5-10 minutes. What we're going to do is we're going to take off all of the masking tape on the outside. Just being careful that we don't peel up all of the glue. Obviously I said it's sunny outside, so the glue will be a little bit malleable. But there you go, we got all that off. As you can see, there's still the glue there. So yeah, we want to be doing a good job for this. So as you can see, these ones are all lined up with the locky bit on the inside. And on the opposite side, if you can see there on the inside. So we're going to make sure to get this and angle it the right way. So we're going to want it this way. But what we want to do first is, obviously they've been sat in the sun, but you want to get a hair dryer or a heat gun, as I said. Put it on low heat mode and just go over that. Okay, so the spatula is acquired, so we're going to make sure it is the right way. So low heat, it's going to heat it up, make it more malleable and make the glue sticky again. And we'll do it on the surface of the boat as well. So obviously the longer you take on the prep time, the better the outcome will be, and the more tidy the appearance will be. We have got some nail polish remover again that we're going to use on the edges if there's any excess glue. But yeah, there you go, got that all heated up. A little bit more on there. Let's get it applied. So what you want to do is you want to try to do it at an angle so that it goes on properly. with no air bubbles. So I'm going to get the corners all done up. Looks good about there. So we're going to push it down, make sure there's no air bubbles anywhere. There you go, so we've got it pushed on, and we're going to get the plastic tool to just try and push out any air bubbles that there may be. We want this stuck on nicely. Looks like we got another good old job on the go again, with barely any glue seepage. We will do a quick wipe round, but yeah, get it nice and pushed on. Happy days. We'll go around and do the other one in a minute. We got that one installed. Lovely job. So I've gone over it with some nail polish remover, and as you can see, the majority of the outside is pretty clean. So yeah, we can still go around and get a little bit more. There's a little few spots of glue you can see poking out, but that's a pretty good job there. So we'll get the other one done. Happy days. All right then, so over to the other side as well. So we're going to get the masking tape peeled off gently. As I said, you want to make sure that you're not going to peel off the glue, so just go careful. As you can see, a little bit popping up there on the edges, but that's completely fine and normal. Just want to make sure you're not ripping the entire surface off. So yeah, it's definitely better using the duct tape or Gorilla Tape. And obviously doing the masking around the edges. This stuff just stays on so much better on these sort of surfaces. So yeah, there's a little bit too much glue in some spots, but I'm sure that'll be fine. So what we're going to do is the same thing again. Going to heat up both sides and then we'll apply it. Also got a cheeky little bit of a brush in there, but that won't make a difference. That's cool. Right then, we'll get this heated up. Right then, as I said earlier, going to make sure that the unlock and lock thing is on the inside, just for the sake of the boat looking all the same. Going to get it all lined up, and we'll get it stuck on. All right then. That is looking good about there, I think. Yep, that looks good. So yeah, starting from the top and working our way down, pushing it out so we don't get any air bubbles. And then we're going to get our little rubber tool, push it in just to make sure the middle's sealed as well. Going to go around the tool, push in all those edges, make sure it's all glued down, and then we can wipe away any excess glue. There is a little layer of excess glue around the edges and on the port, but that's not a problem. If you're quick enough while you're doing this thing, then it comes off easy enough with the acetone MEK or nail polish remover, which is acetone. So yeah, that looks like another job's a good one. So make sure it's stuck on there nicely. Happy days, look at that. So yeah, we've installed 2 more Railblaza ports, now I've got 6 on the boat. So this will help with things like extra rod holders or for navigation lights and stuff like that. So we're a winner. Happy days. So we've gone over it, as I said, with some nail polish remover, just some boots, and you can see it's really made it a lot more of a cleaner job, which is happy days. So yeah, there we go. We'll get a quick intro, outro. Well, nice. So as always, I really thoroughly appreciate the support everyone's been giving me. Thank you to all the new subscribers. If you haven't already, do hit that sub button. I'm not sure what percent of people aren't subscribed, but I think it's probably about 30% of you. I think I've got a pretty good conversion rate. But yeah, if this video did help you, do share it out, leave a like and all that stuff. Drop the sub, drop a comment saying it's helped you out. It's definitely an easy job that you can do yourself. So if you need any help, don't fret about saying something in the comments, and I'll help you out on Facebook or something like that. But yeah, we've installed 2, as you can see. Done a solid job there. That's on there nicely. Going to be using these tonight, which is good. Got one there on the back left side and one there on the back right side. Solidly put on there. Cheers to Cole over that great glue. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.